You got to start now. You have everything you need to get started. You have everything you need to get to where you want to go. You ask a lot of content creators that are willing to give you advice, they're going to tell you to A, start now, and they're going to tell you B, you have everything you need. If you have a cell phone, you're good. If you have an iPad, you're good. If you have something with a camera that can record video and audio, you're good. But you decide that you want to sit back and keep thinking that you need this one thing and then you're going to get started, or you need this one thing and then you're going to feel more comfortable. But one of my favorite sayings right now is the only way to get through it is to go through it. If you're not taking the necessary steps and actions to get to where you want to go or where you want to be, you're not going to get there. You're not going to make headway to get there. You're not going to improve to get there. I can only talk about my own experience, so I'll let you know this. In the recent years, I was diagnosed with PTSD. And I had to go to PTSD therapy to understand where it was stemming from, how can I understand it, and how can I live with it. Because my PTSD isn't just going to go away. PTSD isn't going to go anywhere. A lot of people have active and living PTSD conditions, and they're either undiagnosed, untreated, or misunderstood. I was diagnosed with ADHD and PTSD when I was 18. And so from there, it was kind of like, okay, tackle ADHD, see how I can adjust my life in order to cope with it, right? And when I was prescribed Adderall, it was the worst time of my life. And again, I'm only speaking from my experience. It didn't help me. It only made it worse. I was more angry. I was more agitated. I was more irritated. And so for that, I stopped taking it. I stopped going to the doctor for it. And I realized that if I lived 18 years of my life with ADHD, there really wouldn't be a need or there wouldn't be a necessity for me to stay on Adderall because I lived with it my whole life. Going back to what you feel like you might need in order to get to the next step, right? Or to take the next step. Some people might feel like they need a new camera. I was that guy. I was that person. You might think you need a tripod. I was that person. You might think you need a different location. I was that person. If you can think of any excuse as to why you feel like you don't want to start today or why you can't start today or why you shouldn't start today, I was that person. I was that guy. Going through those trials and tribulations, going through those conversations with myself, my positive and negative self-talks, all got me to where I am today. Sitting in front of a camera with little to no followers, giving you a piece of me to understand that you have what it takes. You're just scared. No, it's not easy. Yes, it's fun. Once you learn to enjoy the process, once you learn to enjoy what comes with all of this, I'm not going to say you'll feel more comfortable, but you'll be happier along the journey. You'll be happier along progress that you're trying to make. You need to start now. You need to stop making excuses as to why you need to start tomorrow, when you can't beat yourself up for why you didn't start yesterday. It's your journey, it's your life, it's your path. Yes, 100%. But if you're not making the active steps to chase those dreams or to go after those ideas or your passions, or you're not investing proper time into your hobbies, you're not going to go anywhere. And fearing what the next person is going to think or what the next person is going to say is only going to keep you in the same rut you've been in. Who are they to you? They're not feeding you. They're not funding you financially. And if they're not giving you no cutty, why do you care what they think? Why do you care what they say? Why do you care what the people in high school say? What are they doing for you? Have they done anything for you? Your high school friends, your high school homies, your high school friends' parents, whatever. If it's somebody that isn't in a position that you want to be in, why are you listening to them? Why are you listening to what they have to say? Why do you listen to what they think about your journey, right? I'm not making a point to not care about what they have to say or what they're saying. My point with all of this is that you're always going to have somebody telling you what not to do and what to do. Whether that's a parent, a friend, a guardian, a significant other, a grandparent, the internet, Mikey, who cares? It doesn't matter. When people are telling you how they feel about what you want to do and it's on the opposing side of where you're at, you don't necessarily have to care what they're saying, but it's always good to tune in and listen to what they're saying. Because that person is telling you where you don't want to be, where you don't want to go, and how you don't want to think. When you really sit back and listen to what people are telling you, it's going to be for one of two reasons: that they support you, or they're telling you so that you can do something else, aka they're providing you with feedback. Constructive criticism. A lot of people can't take that. A lot of people can't take constructive criticism, especially in today's day and age. And you can't listen to somebody telling you to wait. Even if it's the voice in your head, even if it's yourself telling yourself, even if it's you telling you, you gotta wait. You don't have the right equipment. You don't have the right scenery. You don't have the right people in your corner. You don't have the right support system. You don't. You do. You are all that you need physically, and a camera that can record. Something with a camera that can get visual and audio. It doesn't matter how good. If your content is good enough, if people like you enough, it doesn't matter. They're gonna support, but you have to start now. You waiting for that stuff is only gonna put you, deeper in the rut. You waiting is only gonna make you feel less important. You waiting is only going to prevent you from being where you need to be or where you should be sooner. Yes, I know, God's timing, divine timing. I'm aware. I'm well aware of the timing and how those things work. But how do you expect you to be ready for when your time comes if you're not putting in the actions now, if you're not taking those steps right now? It doesn't make sense. But you can lay down in bed and be like, oh, damn, I should have did more, but you're not, and you didn't. That's your fault. That's nobody else's. It's tough when people are telling you, or the people around you, or the people that you love the most, when it doesn't feel like those people are supporting you, or it doesn't feel like they're on your side, or it doesn't feel like they're advocating for you and your dreams and passions. That is okay. That's why it's your dream and your vision and not theirs. But you can't listen to the ideologies and the negative talks or the negative constructive criticism from people and allow those things to prevent you from getting or going to where you want or need to be. It's just that simple. It's just that plain. Listening to those folks tell you how they feel about your content or how they feel about what you're going to do, again, can be a positive and a negative, right? The positive, it could feel support. You could feel like they're on your team. On the opposing side, you could feel like they're against you. But I challenge you to flip that way of thinking that it's not that they don't support you. It's that they just don't understand your dream or your vision. That's why it's your dream and your vision. And that voice in your head is coming to you and not going to them. As someone who's been creative his whole life but hasn't understood how to use it or how to embrace it, I'm just now getting to where I feel like I'm ready. I know what I want to talk about. I know what I want to present to you guys, and I know how I want to help you all. But I swear I wish I would have started earlier. Even if it wasn't the content that I wanted to produce, which is this. I want to help y'all. I want to be with y'all. I'm on your guys' team. I've been where you guys are. I'm probably where you guys are at now, some of y'all. I'm brand new to the game. I'm new here. I'm not true here, at least yet. But that's not going to be a reason that's going to deter me from keep going. That's not going to be a reason to prevent me from getting to where I need to be. Your life can change in a matter of 6 months if you stay consistent and disciplined and you don't worry about motivation. Scratch motivation. You're not going to be motivated every day to do what you want to do. Shit, you get a new job and you're motivated for the first week and then you realize the type of work that it is, or you realize that it doesn't align with your passions, or you realize that it doesn't align with you. Now you're back to square one of being unmotivated and doing a job or a career that you don't want to do. The things that you're missing when it comes to chasing your dreams or going after your dreams full-fledged is probably confidence, definitely your discipline. I wake up at 4 a.m. every day just to make enough time in my morning to take care of Easy and give him his playtime, get my time in the gym, and come out here, get content all before my 9 to 5. I love my 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 is lit, but it doesn't trigger my creative abilities as much as I would like them to. Hence why I'm chasing this dream and my passion of being a voice and an advocate for you all. Being a person that you look to and be like, well, Mikey's doing it, or I want to talk to Mikey and see how he's doing, how he did it, what he's doing. Building a community around being yourself, being authentic, being honest about how you're feeling that day, that week, that month. Talk to me. One-to-one life coaching is going to be something I'm going to be offering here soon. And I feel like that's going to be a good way for me to be able to meet with you all one-on-one, understand you guys, and be able to have those open and honest conversations with you all around what you need. But you have to start now. That's the message of this video. You need to start now. You need to start chasing that dream. You need to start recording that content. You need to start making that pottery. You need to start building that business foundation. You need to start going out and networking. But you need to do something different, and you need to follow that voice that's in your head that's telling you to do something, because it's not there for no reason. Don't listen to people that aren't in a position that you want to be in. It's not fair to you to take advice from people about how to do things differently on a journey that they've never done, or they failed, or they're not where you want to be. Don't take this the wrong way, right? You still want to listen. They're telling you where you don't want to be. They're telling you what not to do. Anytime you speak to someone, if you really listen, there's one of two things that they're telling you: where to go or where not to go. On the flip side, what advice to follow and what advice to avoid. Again, if there's anything that I could tell you, is that you guys got to start now. There's literally no reason to wait. There's no reason for you to feel like you're not ready. And even if you feel like you're not ready, that's cool. The only way to feel ready is by putting in the repetitions, the actual repetitions, not going through the motions. If you played sports, if you played high school football, if you played football in general, this is one thing that you'll know. You go past the line, you don't touch the line. You make sure you hit that goal and you go one step further. You make sure you give it your all every single day. You make any adjustments you need. Like I said, I get up at 4. I get up at 4 a.m., turn that alarm off, and I sit there in the dark looking at the ceiling like, do I really want to get up right now? Do I really want to take Easy out right now so then I can go film this content? Do I really want to go do this? Do I really want to go do that? Is this really for me? And every day, I'm still having that internal debate. I have that internal struggle, and I'm still doing it. So there's no excuse as to why you guys aren't. Because if I can do it, if I can work through my insecurities, and if I can actively work through the confidence issues that I was having prior, shit, y'all can too. I wish I had more time to talk to you guys today, but this felt really good for me to get off my chest. It's been something that I've been wanting to do. It's been something that it's a new form of content that I've been wanting to try. So please comment down below. If you're struggling, comment on anything that I've stated. Just provide your opinions. This here, my platforms, are a safe place for anybody and everybody to be open, honest, and be yourself. We here embrace individualism. We here embrace individuality. We here embrace being yourself and being authentic to who you are, and not running with the crowd. A lion in a group of sheep, you feel me? Every day is a competition. But another thing is, everybody has to eat, but it doesn't always have to be at my table. If I can help anybody, I will. If I can help somebody, I will. If I got it, it's theirs or it's yours. But here with us, like and comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. I'd love to continue to provide this type of content for you all. I'd love to be a voice and an advocate for you all. And I would love for you to join my community. Unfortunately, but fortunately, I get to go to work, my 9 to 5, and I get to go help installs and help technicians. But again, if I can leave you all with one message, be yourself, be authentic, be real, but chase your dreams. Chase your dreams, and don't wait for the next person to help you get there or for that next conversation. You have to start now. That's it. With love, peace and blessings, neighborhood Mikey P is out. Peace.